Namaskar. Thank you, Smita ji, Jivesh ji. It's a great occasion, given the commitment of India to achieve net zero target by the year 2070. Why I am saying about COP26? Because of this target which our Prime Minister himself has fixed for the country, net zero in 2070. आप सबको पता है, very recently, last week only, COP27 has been finished, has been completed in Egypt, Sharm el-Sheikh, and there new development has taken place, which had the big leadership of India in that conference. It is loss and damage fund. I am bringing your attention to these issues primarily because we look at ESG, Environment, Social and Governance mandate, which is called BRSR mandate of SEBI for the top 1000 listed companies of India. We situate that in the context of India's ultimate COP26 goals becoming net zero, and we have our very positive industry initiatives. Many of them are doing excellent work and steps to achieve sustainability and also meet the BRSR mandate given by SEBI, which is compulsory from this financial year. Every one of the company in the top 1000 listed list has to file BRSR report. What is BRSR report? BRSR report is mostly concerned with how they are taking steps to conserve the environment, to reduce the greenhouse gases, and it is a big BRSR mandate. So how we are connected with this? The National Productivity Council under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India, has been working in the field of environment, energy and waste management since mid-90s. We have been working, our team of professionals in a National Productivity Council. We have a branch office in Mumbai as well. We have branch offices about 12 places across the country, and we have our partners at 28 locations. Since we have been working in this area since mid-90s and the SEBI mandate has come, we thought we will be assisting Indian industry to will help them meet this BRSR mandate. Will help them create these reports and monitor them on a regular basis. They go ahead to fulfill the targets. And briefly about tomorrow's conference, under the ESG mandate, ESG transformation for industry, this is the third national conference we are doing in the commercial capital. The first one we had done it in Delhi. The second one we had done it in Chennai for the private sector industries, and now we are doing it in Mumbai tomorrow at BKC Geo Convention Center at 10 in the morning, which will have a wide representation from the top industries, bankers, regulators, and also from the government. Ministry of Environment, Government of India is our partner. So also there are industry partners. So the purpose of this conference tomorrow is to make them aware and also re-emphasize that the National Productivity Council is taking a lead in fulfilling the BRSR mandate given by the SEBI for the companies. This full day conference, it will be more of a technical conference where we will be dealing with different aspects of ESG and also BRSR compliances. And you may ask, why BRSR mandate is important? It is okay, it is a SEBI mandate, But for the industry transformation, we see it as as a as an opportunity to access not only green funds or the climate funds, but also to become proactively change their manufacturing systems, processes, and procedures, so that they become futuristic and do not become irrelevant, say 10 years from now, 20 years from now. So this is a way to move ahead and take the opportunity, seize the opportunity, and use the BRSR mandate for a bigger growth, bigger goal. कल कॉन्फ्रेंस करा रहे हैं, उसमें हमारा आत्मनिर्भर भारत का जो गोल है, एक तरफ से आत्मनिर्भर भारत का गोल हमारा जो उसके BRSR ESG मैंडेट के थ्रू हम अचीव करना था, एक है टेक्नोलॉजी का, ताकि हम ऐसा टेक्नोलॉजी उसके तहत हम लाएं और उसको अडॉप्ट करें ताकि यह इरेलेवेंट ना हो जाए कल की डेट पे। दूसरा है, उसके तहत हमें एक्सेस टू फाइनेंस, अगर हमें रिड्यूस रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट या फेवरेबल फाइनेंस का एक्सेस मिले, क्योंकि उसके लिए ग्रीन फाइनेंस हमेशा अट्रैक्टिव होता है। तीसरा है, हमारे इंडस्ट्री ऑन इट्स ओन, जो हमारे लीडर्स ऑफ द इंडस्ट्री ऑन इट्स ओन, उनके वो खुद ही ये सस्टेनेबिलिटी के बहुत अच्छे काम कर रहे हैं, तो इसको हमें जोड़ के आगे बढ़ने के लिए हमें करना है। आपका जो सही एग्जैक्ट क्वेश्चन है, इसका रोजगार कैसे बढ़ाना है, उसके लिए मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ, अगर हमारा इस ट्रैक पे नहीं चलेंगे, हमारा इंडस्ट्री फॉल्टर करेगा, आगे जाके रुकने के अंदेशा है। इसलिए हम उसको एनेबल कर रहे हैं ताकि इंडस्ट्री ग्रोथ करे। ग्रोथ में ही तो एक तो आत्मनिर्भरता आएगी और रोजगारी भी आएगी। अगर इंडस्ट्री ग्रो नहीं करेगा, एम्प्लॉयमेंट कहाँ से जनरेट होगी? नेशनल प्रोडक्टिविटी काउंसिल इज पार्ट ऑफ ए ग्लोबल रैंकिंग effort which is done. It is called World Productivity Index. Every year for India we participate that. We collect the data and give it to the that organization, and they produce a ranking. You will be happy to know that despite the COVID pandemic, the World Productivity Index rank of India has not suffered. It is one of the good points of our industry, how they have performed during the COVID. And there are, let me little bit elaborate about the different components of productivity, how we work. The World Productivity Index is a data collection and assessment thing, but National Productivity Council, through our field offices and also our partners are called local productivity councils. There are 28 of them, and we are in 13 locations. So from 41 locations, our major effort is on the MSMEs to improve their productivity. We conduct regular training programs, regular assessment mechanisms, and also we steer their access to technology. We are part of a Asia Productivity Organization. Their MSME access to technology in terms of Taiwanese technology, Japanese technology, or Korean technology, we moderate and we facilitate that. So it is not only training but also access to technology for the MSMEs, because bulk of our country's productivity lies in MSMEs. So I hope I am making sense to you about the World Productivity Index. Second question was regarding what we do for the productivity sector. I already mentioned that we work in 12 of our own offices and also 28 local productivity councils. National Productivity Council is working in the area of environment, water, energy efficiency, waste management. These are the areas we are working since mid-90s. We are involved in large number of projects across the industry clusters in the country. Today, National Productivity Council, we are a consulting organization. Our order book is around 60% is from the private sector. If you count our total number of projects, Though we are a government organization, but today we cater to the private sector much more than the government sector. So, since we are working in these areas, we are quite equipped to help our industry as a Indian consulting organization, which is autonomous as well as impartial in the system, because it's an autonomous body, and a lot of its reports and its certifications, they carry a acceptability, whether it is water audit report or energy efficiency reports and things like that. So that is how we are engaged with the industry, whether it is large industry or MSMEs. Thank you. As I said, ESG and VRSR, this is a mandate which every country, every industry has to fulfill the net zero targets. Because today, once the country has a net zero target, everybody has to fit into that. And this is only one of the steps to move towards that. And VRSR caters to only those 1,000 companies. But there are 5 lakh other companies who supply to these companies. So what one expects is that once the top companies are adopting sustainable or VRSR or ESG mandate, they will also in the process others will also be part of the same system, so that they reduce less energy, they use more solar renewables, they do not unnecessarily emit greenhouse gases, or do not use more water than it is required. So like that it will fall into place. And profitability, because the system when it changes, the profitability will be seen in that framework. It is not that ESG is a very costly thing. It is not, because once the entire framework is getting shifted to another one, so the profitability has to be seen in the ESG framework. Environment Conservation Act. These are all towards that. The whole agenda is set by the Ministry of Environment in the government, because they are the nodal department. But along with Ministry of Environment, there is a Ministry of Steel, Ministry of Petroleum, Ministry of Mines, Ministry of Coal. They are all geared towards this. And you can ask that, okay, ministries and government they are doing, how is industry responding it, and what is NPC's role? From NPC, we are working with Ministry of Environment in a very big way. They are the joint organizers of this conference. We are working on different fronts, like say net zero. I keep on referring to net zero. Net zero, it's not GHG, greenhouse gas emissions are enough, but we have to work with ozone also. There is a ozone matter which NPC is working with the Ministry of Environment and Forest. There are some areas in which we are working with the Ministry of Petrochemicals on the clusters. Ministry of MSME, to improve their productivity and handling their waste, we are working in a large number of state pollution control boards. We work with them to on different fronts. So when we talk about environment or ESG is just one framework in which the industry is being requested to move ahead. But the entire framework is done by the government in all fronts. 2 दिन के बाद भारत G20 का प्रेसिडेंटशिप लेगा. वो तो जाके क्योंकि विश्व का कॉन्फिडेंस है भारत के ऊपर, इसलिए G20 लीडरशिप इंडिया को दिया जा रहा है. और G20 कोई पॉलिटिकल फॉर्मेट नहीं है, उसमें इंडस्ट्री बहुत बड़ी, अगर पूरा ग्लोबल कॉन्फिडेंस इंडिया के ऊपर है और उसमें G20 प्रेसिडेंटशिप हमें दिया जा रहा है और हम उसको लेके आगे बढ़ रहे हैं, दैट ये छोटा सा चीज़ हमें ये हो जाना चाहिए कि ऐसा तो कभी हुआ नहीं था पहले. G20 प्रेसिडेंटशिप पहली बार आ रहा है. सो दैट इटसेल्फ प्रूव्स हाउ ग्लोबल community looks at India's leadership and at confidence on India, which includes the Indian industry and business climate.
माझी मुंबई माझं घर, किंग्स माय होम, सायन्स सोनापट्टी इथे सुरू आहे. सर्वसामान्यांच्या खिशाला परवडणारी घरे आजच बुक करा. आज नाही तर कधीच नाही. 41 लाखांपासून 64 लाखांपर्यंत सर्व करा सहित.
CEN न्यूज देश प्रदेश की ताजा तरीन खबरों के लिए CEN न्यूज को सब्सक्राइब करें और रहें पल पल की खबर से हर पल बाखबर।